Good morning. Welcome to Saturday Morning Coffee. My name is Lance Mckinnon. I'm here with my co-host, Tiffany Linderman. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you doing?
I am so good. Good morning, Lance. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you. I'm on my second cup here of 5 Acres coffee from Good Brothers Cafe.
The Fifth Acres coffee is really good, and I have to admit, I can go for 2 to 3 cups of coffee.
Yes, absolutely. Stefan's doing absolutely amazing job there, and his coffee is absolutely wonderful. So,
Yeah.
no, what you got me thinking with all this reading, what a perfect time to just sit back and reflect and think about how we started this journey. We literally have had coffee around the world. I believe we had LiamRyan in Ireland. We
Absolutely.
had Nick Massangelo all the way in Hawaii. We've been in New York, Texas, Quincy, Faison in Florida. We've gone from professional athletes, Tonycollins, that book right here from Tonycollins, to professional lacrosse players, Bradley Voigt, to some fabulous motivational speakers, Shamar Blackman. One of my favorites here is my man right here, Bryan Majors, Major Prep. It's been one heck of a journey so far. What do you think?
I don't think if you told me, what is it now, earlier this year, that we would have been able to make it all around the world, that I would have believed you. And the crazy thing is, we're sitting here right now and we've absolutely done it. So I am super thankful for all the amazing people that we've had the pleasure of meeting. And I'm just literally humbled by all the wonderful nuggets of information they've taught us along the way. I feel like I'm a better person today for everything that they've taught us. So I'm just literally impressed. So thank you for asking, Lance. How about you?
You know what? I have to piggyback on that because we are midway through season 3, and literally, I have learned so much from so many people: Steve Lefko, Chad Sheehan, Carrie Ahearn, Bruce Killian, uh, Chef Mitchell, from the Food Network. We've been truly blessed with so many people that I think right now would be a great time. I'm always one of those persons that is kind of like, man, I like to bring everybody together, and just, we're all on Spotify now. And I think it'd be a great time that we just reflect, because we've gotten so much information that I want to start utilizing all this great information and myself, and how everybody's making a difference in the world. I think it'd be a great time to take a little pause for all of our guests to come together, all of our followers, to jump over to Spotify and check out your favorite podcast, or check out other podcasts. I don't know if every guest ever check out other guests. Do you think they do?
I think they do. I do. And I just have to, as you were talking about that, as we always do with Saturday Morning Coffee, I think you always coined the term like the siesta, or I think of Timbrel, who was a previous guest. And I think she talked about the Sabbath and taking that time to just take time for yourself. And I think take time to be able to enrich yourself further. And I love the fact that, as you mentioned, going back and being able to reflect on learnings, because sometimes you're going at 90 miles per hour. Just pump on those brakes a little bit and just take some time to soak it in. So
Yeah, absolutely. And with all the information and all these fabulous people that we've been blessed with, there is a ton of knowledge. And I know that I'm going to challenge all of our guests to go back, jump on the Spotify, invite your family and friends, and dig into some of the other guests and take away some information. You and I have been very privileged to get these one-on-one conversations. And, so we get the 2 or 3 things of information for ourselves, but we really want people to like I said, sometimes you don't hear it right the first time. Right. So there's a lot of things in there. If you go back and listen to it, 2 or 3 times, it sinks in and you start utilizing it. And I think, how about we do this week is just take a little pause, take a little Sela, and have all of our guests come together and our followers to go jump onto Spotify and learn something about how many people are doing great things in this world. And there's so many more that we haven't even touched, because this is just a quick Sela, a quick break, but we got so much more coming after us. But I think it's a great time for us to slow down and just like be thankful and grateful for all these wonderful guests that we've had and these conversations, and bring them all together. Because really, when you start looking at it, I know you and I talk about it a lot, is when you start listening to our guests week in and week out, you don't really realize how much they intertwine together. And I could think of 10, 15 different guests that can come together and do great things together themselves. How about yourself?
Oh, yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And I'll just say this, as you mentioned, I think as we talk about taking a pause, I think it's perfect for this time of year. I know we aren't quite at Thanksgiving time, but I mean, I think it's never too early to start thinking and being thankful for the things that we have around us. And I think the other point that you were starting to touch on is that this is just the beginning. There's a lot more coming. And I'd love to ask, I think, our guests, our viewers, to share a little bit of what you want to hear about. If there's something that you feel like, is on your heart and you want us to make sure we're bringing into the conversation, into the fold, we are more than happy to get that feedback and be able to bring that into our discussions as we move forward. So more to come. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I think our original introduction is that we said that we were going to have people originally from all around the world, various ethnic groups, conversations, unfiltered, and it's been everything and more. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more, and we both know what's to come. But you just hit the nail right on the head, though. Let's ask our viewers if there's something specific, because I know there's a lot more people out there that are doing great things. You just don't realize it, that you're making a difference in people's lives today and every day. And so how about this? I'll see you next Saturday for coffee.
I can't wait. See you then.
Well, but one more thing, but before we go, I want to tell you that I want everybody to go out and check out our new clothing line. Now that it's fall, I think everybody, as we're sitting back having coffee on Saturday around the world, since we've been drinking coffee with everybody around the world, what's better to sit back in something nice and comfortable and enjoy Saturday morning coffee with Lance and Tiffany. So be sure to check out our apparel line, and we'll see everybody next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.